page 2, we are going to review quadrants. When an angle theta is in standard position, either the terminal side will lie in a quadrant, in which case we say that theta lies in that quadrant, or the terminal side will lie on the x-axis or the y-axis, in which case we say that theta is a quadrantal angle. All right, so what I have here is just the x-axis and the y-axis, so the xy plane here. So remember, your x-axis is the horizontal or the left-right axis, and then the y-axis is the up or down or the vertical axis. And when the x-axis and the y-axis intersect, they break the plane up into four distinct parts. Okay, so I'm going to highlight them, okay, so in different colors so you can tell the difference. So you've kind of got this basically northeast corner, or the top right part, and then you've got the northwest piece, so the top left, and then in the bottom, same kind of thing. In the bottom left, you have, which is basically southwest, you have this little corner right here. And then lastly, you've got the bottom right, which I'll put in another color. It's bottom right, this is kind of like the southeast part. Okay, so you've got these four distinct parts that the plane is broken up into based on the intersection of the x-axis and the y-axis. So these four distinct parts of the plane are called the quadrants. Okay, so what will happen here, okay, if you draw your angle in standard form, of course the initial side will lie along the positive x-axis, and then you do your rotation, either positive or negative, and the terminal side will land somewhere. Okay, most of the time the terminal side will land in one of these four quadrants, and so then we say that the angle lies in that particular quadrant. It is possible to do the rotation and have the terminal side land on either the x-axis or y-axis itself. That is definitely possible. In that case, we call the angle a quadrantal angle. Okay. If the terminal side lands in a particular quadrant, it often is helpful to know what quadrant the terminal side lands in, because a lot of the time that can have an impact on the problem you're working. Okay, the quadrant can affect, for example, the sign of your answer. Okay, so we need to review which quadrant is which, because that will definitely come into play as we go throughout the semester. All right, so let's label these quadrants. The yellow part, so the top right hand side or the northeast corner, this is going to be quadrant 1. Okay, and then the green part, so top left, that is the northwest corner. Okay, so that's going to be quadrant 2. And then the blue part, that's the bottom left or the southwest corner. Okay, this is going to be quadrant 3. And then lastly, the purple piece, this is the bottom right or the southeast portion of the plane, and this is going to be quadrant 4. Okay, so again, you need to know which quadrant is which. Okay, you're going to have to get used to, when you're dealing with a particular angle in standard position, you're going to have to identify which quadrant that terminal side lands in, because like I said, it can have an impact on the problem, in particular the sign of the answer.